Who you? That man said he over there twerking.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Wilson Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guy
you won the toss, bro.
Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Nah, ain't gonna count. He's in. I know she can't put me on count if I lose. Cause we ain't got no count.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. On 2nd down, Wilson. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. Baldwin coming off his first Pro Bowl appearance. He had career highs, Charles, in catches with 94, over 1,100 yards. That also a career high. Pretty good season for Doug Baldwin.
And I think the place that he really started to take off was midway through 2015. The connection between he and his quarterback, Russell Wilson, where they were playing more from the pocket, bigger plays downfield, that just propelled him into 2016. That and anything he perceives as a
throw across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You've got a problem.
Ryan, he's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone,
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They come out here in the eye. Now Ryan on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT on. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Connects with Sanu right side.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Oh, you good, bro. Got my headphones
on. Throwing again. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. On 3rd down, Ryan into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
Thank you, sir.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And here we go. We get to see the Falcons again on offense. A crew that last year scored 540 points, tied for 8th most all time. But my question is this. Such a crushing Super Bowl loss in the offseason. Does that set you back big time, or does that fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward?
It should fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward, partner. That's exactly how it's supposed to react. And that's what you'll see in the Falcons locker room in the entire offseason. They'll talk about finishing, unfinished business, things of that nature. But we have seen where teams have not recovered from it. Remember the Rams? They got to a Super Bowl, got beat by the Patriots, didn't get back there again. The Broncos in 2013, #1 offense, #1 scoring offense. They didn't get back in 2014, but they did in 2015. So you can recover from it.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Dog.
On the release, as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
No.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
4th down.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
We're going to get delay a game, bro.
And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And Freeman lost the football. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive.
Oh, and I missed the field.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
You going left.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play.
What was your strong side?
Down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Mike Morgan from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Now it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now a 1st down following that long gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones, just 6 touchdowns, but, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
And Tammy with it over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Oh, it's a pick right here. I already can tell how you set up.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. That is caught at the 7. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Ryan will throw again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play.
Too close to make the mistake,
on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And he's got his tight end, Tammy. Touchdown, Falcons. Jacob Tammy, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Man, I was hoping that too, bro. I was hoping you missed it too.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That'd be sound good with it.
On second down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Punt this ball.
Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And how about this? A fake. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Always enjoy a good fake. I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers. And Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. You give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. There's Wilson to throw. That is caught at the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
I know you is, bro. I know you is.
Wilson will throw again. Being chased out left. And
Dang.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack on first down there by the defense. And now it's second down. Now Wilson on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely
old
break
school
your
paid
heart.
man and
They had
passes.
everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. On third and goal, Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Hey, bro, you know you got to play good now. Lie.
So on fourth down, on comes Steven Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
He didn't want to throw it.
And this one will not work out. It is incomplete.
Nah, they can just hear me and see me.
Your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that'll get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time. And we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played. 4 in London and 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. From Mexico for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Could be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And it's 3rd down.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
What's this in?
On third down, Ryan. He's got Sanu.
What?
And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 74 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Really, bro? You don't do that to me, man.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Catch made right side by Wilson. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And they did
Right there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
He
A good
almost had
pick
that
up
sack.
there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on second and 2. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Throwing again here, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side.
Yeah.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
She
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen, recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle.
And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches.
65 catches, just shy of 1,000. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on fourth down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Here's Eric Weems now on the return.
Oh, that's right. He's thinking.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have two with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
Well, you say it like an easier transition, doesn't it, then?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Dog, I got 1 timeout. Oh.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Wilson forced out to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On second down, Wilson flush to his right. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
You get the ball back.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight.
That's why I was trying to score for the half, but you get the ball
here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Oh, well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They get 31 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
Man.
In the slot on the right is Graham.
Ooh, bro.
Now Wilson on first down. He couldn't
Really,
quite
bro?
hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
You're trying to get a little smart on that one, bro.
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson.
Really?
And he whips that one incomplete there. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. On third down, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Yeah. I'm lying, bro. Hey, hurry up, bro.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Man, I wish they had that college man. We'll be on it, man.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's where we had their nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands that can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Ryan. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Wilson. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to go up top again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He finds his man, Baldwin.
He got it.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time. It produces a new set of downs. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Here's John Ryan now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be
Man, it
loose
would
with
have
the
been a
football
two-way
again.
street. You would have had a touchdown if you had caught that.
But you have to be careful about
I
being
scored.
too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Mike Morgan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And now he spiked it on 3rd down.
He spiked the ball.
I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it.
That man didn't want to use no timeout. He said,
get this play. Goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Watch the feet.
Returnable for Lockett. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Really?
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they wanted to stay in attack mode after breaking off that nice chunk on their first play. They decided to heave it downfield on this one.
Yeah, that first play, though, successful. Try number 2, unsuccessful. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run for it now. Here's Marcel Reese. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And it's no good. It is not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Hauschknecht to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 52 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer.
Ain't no way he came
in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away. It's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run. It's the fullback, DeMarco. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Patrick DeMarco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead.
Oh, no. He made a field goal.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Graham slotted out to the left. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. He hits Baldwin right side. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 65 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll let Reese see what he can do by the goal line. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marcel Reese, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Hey, what's that video that I used to send you, bro? That video of that big black lady with no teeth.
So he missed his first two, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
That was funny, man.
Get out to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Touchdown, Falcons! Austin Hooper, 61 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw forward is Ryan. And he will not be able to get rid of the football. He's sacked. And let the second guessing begin as this remains a tie game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're...
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. After the interception, here's Ryan. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
To throw is Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Well, he flew past 200, 300, and 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36.
Oh, bro, you kind of distracted, ain't you,
and
bro?
the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
It's caught inside
Oh,
the
my
25.
God.
A big play there. Ryan to Jones. And even 40 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. And now here is another interception. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Bro, we is not going to overtime.
Isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch.
And that is
Oh, my God.
Falcons. Julio Jones.
Oh, no, he did.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Yes.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Wilson to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and it's good enough for a Seattle first. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Wilson, flushed out right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. 3rd down here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout.
I was laughing
at
you, man.
First, they've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Man, this game got close as I don't know what. I'm here.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Finding Gabriel, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tipped over by the Bull safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
Man, it was, bro.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, stews in a bedroom, booze in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, a little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. Haunted by the thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky. It's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint. Hard to admit that I used to paint.
Brown C Trail 256.
Stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction. A miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids.